Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back to continue our Let's Play of Yakuza Kiwami. Welcome back. I'm happy to welcome you back to another couple episodes that I'm going to be recording in the same session that you'll only see one day after the next. Yes, I record consecutively like that, but hey, what happened last time? Well, we did a bunch of stuff around town, actually. However, today, what are we going to do? We're probably going to do some more of the 2,000 yen note sub-story, as well as the Gangbuster sub-story if possible. So we have a couple things on our docket to do today, and hopefully we can do a couple more things in this session. One of them is to go and grind out some of the Coliseum, as well as experience a little bit more of the arcade. I really want to finish the Axolotl family part of the Crane game sub-story, as well as just experience some more Mezuking to see how much more mileage some of those cards have for us. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of excitement there. Now, what's going on over here? There seems to be... is this the guy we need to talk to? He's got weird money, man. And I'm guaranteeing... Oh, whoa. The drunk dude just gave it to us. Well, that's kind of nice. Let's actually fight this... Well, I kind of wanted to fight the Nouveau Riche guy, but that's okay. Wanted to get into a little fracas here with some street ruffians. He's kind of dressed very well for being a street ruffian, if I do say so myself. That's okay, we're gonna undress him here this evening in a evening lit Kamurocho, I guess. I'm trying to make Kamurocho sound a little bit more romantic than some people might think it would be, but that's okay. Let's do a nice charge up here to get our full heat gauge, just in case a certain Majima comes around and wants to get involved in a little bit of a brawl with us. But let's go back up to the Vincent and redeem this 2,000 yen note for our 20,000 yen profit. And then I think we only have one more dollar bill after that. So that makes things a little bit more easy for us as we go along here, because we're kind of dwindling down and I kind of want to see the ending of that sub-story. Color me a little bit curious, but I'm wondering if there's going to be a little twist at the end other than just a random collection and return sub-story. I think it's kind of odd, and maybe I've been kind of missing the point here, but I don't like the fact that we can't collect everything in bulk, but that's okay. It just is what it is. We have to do what the game wants us to do, the way the game wants us to do it, you know? So that's okay. 20,000 more yen, and I think we only have one more note left. Now, it'd be kind of funny if he was the guy who had the last note, but I don't know. Maybe it's going to take us somewhere interesting in Kamurocho that we haven't been in a while. But let's see what it looks like on the map. So, where are you, last 2,000 yen note? It would be nice if you just showed up. Oh, it's in the theater square. Okay, so that's kind of a fun place. We can actually take a cab there, which would make things a little bit on the easier side for us. We haven't taken a cab over there in like one episode, so we might as well go and do it. And be quick about it. Have fond memories of heading over to that taxi cab for the... what's the name of that? It was the Debla side quest, but there's a couple of side quests we had to do that with. So I'm rather happy about that opportunity. And before we run there, I just want to take a small detour here. I know I like to take my detours, but I want to pick up the last item that we possibly could be getting from the pocket circuit, because that motor was just taunting me when I didn't have any cash on me. So let's buy the last part, and I believe it's the Mark II torque. Oh, the ultra high torque motor. Cool. So that's another component down for us there. We don't really have to do that for any sort of completion elements. I just have this like itching feeling in myself when I can't go and do stuff like that, when I can't complete things that can be completed. I mean, we have the cash and we're not really looking to buy anything crazy unless we're going back to the Coliseum to do something like that, because they have a weapons shop there, and I think they had parts for the cars. I'm not exactly 1,000% sure. But that's okay. We'll figure it out when we go back there to grind the Coliseum. I want to get all the possible Komaki tech before I do anything else. Ooh. Uh-oh. Are we getting ambushed again? Oh, we haven't seen Garbage Majima before, I don't think. Is he Mad Dogging too? No, he's a Breaker Majima. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Well, that was my mistake. I wanted to go into dodge mode there. But that's okay. Interesting that we got a little ambush over here. Ooh, okay. No. That's not how we do things here. We dodge out of the way and then we hit you. Yeah, just like slowly dodging it out here. We want to keep using our rush mode as best as we can to knock him out. I think that's one thing I want to work on a little bit more here, is the ability of myself to stun and get around the back and break him out of his finishing moves, finishing blows that is. Nah, he's just gonna get out of our way. There we go, okay. Just gotta find good opportunities to break in here and do as much damage as possible, obviously. Ooh, he's stunned again. We could really use some heat moves here, but... Okay, well that was close. Well, we got baited into that one. And baited into that one, apparently. Boy, we are just making a name for ourselves in the streets here, as in somebody who likes to absorb hits. Thankfully we don't have too much damage against us. I need to find a good way to break him out of that mode, but it seems like we're not going to be that lucky. You know, I'm demonstrating the perfect definition of insanity here, as in doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So, something we have to consider as we go here. God, he does that move forever. I have to count how many spins that does so I can like make a mental note of these things. Oh boy, that was close. Perfect. Hey, there we go. That was a good dodge sequence. Perfect. Okay. Aha! We had a full gauge here to aura his face off here. Not bad. We also upgraded our damage during heat actions as well. So I'm very happy to be able to do an increased amount of damage to poor old Majima here. Ooh, that was close. His combat acuity has increased, because now he's glowing red. We have to worry about these things. Ooh, that was close. Well, we should have dodged around him. That's usually the next thing I have to improve, is rush mode dodging behind them. Oh, okay. Gets rather annoying when I have to. There we go. Well, he almost dodged us out of that too, man. That is a little bit on the rough side here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's get some more dedicated damage on the Majima here. Fighting him is just so relaxing, because it's a nice challenge, and it's a little bit different from Shakedown in that it's not super high risk, so if you make one mistake, you have to like hate yourself, and you lose all your cash, so that would be bad, you know? One thing I sort of lament here in Kiwami compared to Zero, now that I think about it, speaking of Shakedown, is that the money is really low in this game. You can't like make oodles and oodles of cash, it seems like you could in Zero, because you don't have the real estate as well as the cabaret club, which I sorely miss, to make a boatload of cash. But since they made it the primary form to upgrade your character is in skill points and not money, you really don't need to have tons of it, since you're not really trying to... Oh my gosh, alright. We need to break in here, do more damage. Oh, damn it, I thought I was going to be able to get my finishing move in there. Ooh, that was close, okay. There we go. Opportunities, right? Perfect, okay. So now we can actually upgrade some more if we want once we get closer towards the Coliseum there. But that was fun. I'm really glad we could do an impromptu ambush there. Alright, let's finally get that... Well, first of all, let's check out what we got here. In the skill tree. Our Ascension here, we get to gain more XP when defeating enemies in Dragon and Dojima. That I kind of like. But seriously, let's go and grab our 2,000 yen note from the Intel guys. See what they have to say here. Oh, yes, Gangbusters. We know exactly nothing about them, because they kind of keep surprising us. That's interesting. Somebody sort of contracted them into this. Very interesting indeed. Well, we kind of know that you don't know that much. But we need to find the leader, the boss, as they once mentioned. So where the hell is that last yen on the map there? Okay, well, there's an exclamation point down south there. And there is somebody near the batting cages. So I think since the taxi cabs are rather accessible, we'll do the taxi cab to each location because I'm not sure which one the Gangbusters will be. Although I have a feeling the Gangbusters are going to be up at the batting cages, and that might be another Takashi like B-King type thing. But that remains to be seen, of course. I do want to do this 2,000 yen note thing as fast as I can, though, so that's why I'm assuming that the Pink Street entrance is going to give us our last 2,000 yen note. But either way, we'll probably take care of both of these sub-stories before we get to do anything super interesting with the Coliseum or the arcade. So I'm slightly happy about that. Slightly, right? Oh, no, these are definitely... Oh, okay, maybe not. I was jumping the gun there. Oh, no, here we go. The Gangbusters are down here. Maybe the batting cages is where we were going to have to exchange our last note here. This guy definitely looks like a big dude. The gargle blotters. Oh my gosh. We're not trying to insult you. We're just trying to be nice. And remember the name, right? As Fort Minor once said, you know, I can't do the rap right now. I honestly just don't remember. So, sorry to not allow you any satisfaction in that regard. The Sakuma guy is really in for some trouble. As well as this boss here, because he's like... Actually, you know what? Let's finish him off like you would want to. A gangbuster boss. By a nice little overhead throw. And the death growl was perfectly done there. I do have to say so. And I'm sorry that you feel like I need to continue to beat you up, but there has to be somebody who's the actual ringleader over all of these guys. So you gotta fess up so I can go and kill them. Or, you know, beat them to a bloody pulp, unconscious and rolling around on the street there. With the Tojo clans involving these guys. You know what's weird too is... Asano, that name sounds familiar. But one thing that's sort of interesting is we haven't gotten another one of those assassination type quests like we did with the crossdresser at the strip club. But anyways, we have a lot of people up in the hotel district for us, so we can probably kill two birds with one stone by taking a cab up north. So I'm rather excited about the prospects of that, because killing two birds with one stone, as brutal as it seems, makes the most sense for us here. So let's go finish the 2,000 yen note as well as the Gargle Blotters quest. Who the hell is this Asano guy? His name sounds familiar. And he doesn't sound like anybody from Zero that we should remember. But when somebody says a name like that, you know, you try to take note just in case it might be a reference or the guy might have been brought up earlier in the story. Because you never know who you meet and stuff like that. So... let's go to the batting cages, and then we'll finish off the rest of the hotel district stuff. Everything's in the same sort of region, so I'm kind of glad about that. It makes things much more expedient for our purposes here. It doesn't look... oh, here's a guy. Perfect. Came all the way here, and we can make change for this poor Takanashi dude. So we can get our last 2,000 yen bill. Thank you very much, sir. I know we're giving away lots of money to these people, but we're getting lots more back. That's how trading works, right? You know, you always want to trade up instead of trading down. Alright, Gargle Blotters. Your name is written on my list. And my list is not something you want to be on, especially if my name is like Kiryu Kazuma, because his list is normally kept short, because he always keeps knocking people off of it constantly. So let's go finish this Gargle Blotter shit. Here we go. This is Asano here. Or at least I'm assuming it's Asano. This is definitely the guy that we want to see on the street here. The Gumburgers. It kind of reminds me of the first quest line you get in Borderlands 2. Where you have to name the enemy type. And you end up naming them like... I can't remember, but a bunch of lewd type names that have to do with potty humor, which is what Borderlands is so well known for. But let's go, man. This is the Asano guy we had to fight all along. I wonder how much of a fight this guy's gonna put up here, since the gang was rather easy and the health bars have been sort of low. But since this guy is like a big time Yakuza apparently, let's go into the dragon mode and see if we can have some fun with him this way, because we want to get some more experience for fighting these guys. Oh, okay. You want to dodge, huh? Ooh, that looks like it hurts. Let's see how much damage you do here. Not bad, could be better, of course. Oh, okay. We can't grab you. Okay, this guy really is nothing compared to me, so we're not going to worry too much about hurting him there. We haven't done a lot of Dragon and Dojima fighting, though. Probably for a good reason, since we don't have our full combo. But we'll get that as we go along. We haven't really filled up much of the left half of the Dragon of Dojima upgrades, but those are all the high-ranking Majima type stuff that you get over time, and since I don't really want to grind it on camera, I'll have to grind it off camera if I really want to. That's okay. What's the compensation going to be? Hopefully, oh, 30k. That's not terrible. It could be a lot worse. There we go. Gangbusters Substory 37 is finished. Very good for us. Shameful men indeed. Ooh, do you hear that? That's like, is that a jet plane or thunder outside? I can't tell. Oh no, that's some thunder. We've had some bad weather here lately, so if this keeps up and gets louder, I'm going to probably take a break and come back when I can finish everything without there being loud noises outside, but every once in a while I feel like breaking the immersion to allow a more lighthearted comment or two on things, so my apologies, but my not apologies, if that makes sense. Maybe I should have kept the alertness hood on so I can not be drunk all the time, so I can drink a lot more at the Vincent, considering I'm not going to be coming back here too much often unless I'm trying to grind up some pool CP challenges or darts with fun people. But here we go, we're back and we can finish off this 2,000 yen bill quest. This should be our final one, and we should probably hand it over because we want to finish this stuff here. But let's see if this guy tries to scam us in the end, or just gives us the money and runs off, because that would be pretty cool. You finally completed your collection. I always like to help people with some of the more softer type stories here. But let's see, what is the actual compensation? We got a 2,000 yen bill, okay. That's kind of cool. I definitely should hang on to it. But that would be very interesting if there's something interesting done with the item. But let's see what he has to say about that. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I never really got into the money collecting, as I said before when I started this quest. But that's actually kind of interesting. Money having a history and being handed down from a ton of different people. Kind of like when people write silly things on dollar bills that you find when you get change from the store. There's always funny examples of that on the internet and stuff, so feel free to peruse at your leisure. But this guy wants to leave now, and that's kind of sad, unfortunately. It's definitely something that we're going to lament, because the value of 2,000 yen, Substory 52, is over. So let's go and check what this item looks like in our inventory. Is it going to be a special item or an inventory item that has going to be like a gambling aid or something? That'll be the real question. So let's check it out. Okay, it's not in here. It's not in our equipment or items. So it must be in our valuables. Here we go, yep. It's interesting because they gave it a star value, which means that it has some sort of rarity inherent to the game. But apparently that's not exactly the case. Let's drink some liquor so we can get drunker, since this has kind of like been the tradition for now. We're not exactly completely drunk yet, so hopefully more of the cheap booze will allow us to drink more, although I doubt single scotch whiskey is going to allow us to drink anymore. We're going to be pretty red drunk if I do say so myself. Yes, okay. That's fine, man. We don't have to worry too much about that sort of thing anymore. But man, I'm happy with how that turned out. Ooh, more thunder outside. Okay, it's time for a break since we got a perfect breaking point in the episode. This has been DuffKing56 with another Let's Play of Yakuza Kiwami. I'll catch you guys later, hopefully when the weather is doing a little bit better. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye-bye.